Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is April, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about 8 products that I am glad I did not buy. I know 8 is an odd number to choose, but I was trying to look to see if I can make it to 10, and there was nothing really else that I wanted to mention in today's video, or products that I didn't want to buy. But these 8 products I am so glad I did not buy and I skipped out on. But before we get into today's video and we talk about what I skipped out on, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed, I would love if you would subscribe to my channel. Okay, I screenshotted all the products that I wanted to talk about in today's video, so if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my phone to talk about the products. So let's start with the first product. This one is from Makeup by Mario, and this is the Soft Sculpt Multi-Use Bronzing and Shaping Serum. They have 2, 4, 6, 7 shades if I'm not mistaken. This retails for $36. Now, I did see these in store, and I'm so glad I went in store to see these because I'm glad I didn't pick it up. This is just too sheer of a formula. When I swatched it in the back of my hand, and I think I swatched either the medium deep or the medium, I'm not sure which one. I can't remember, but anyways, that's not the point. I swatched a couple of them and they were so sheer I couldn't see it at all. This is just this is the same thing as the one I went ahead and grabbed it, the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. I do have it in medium. It's the same thing except it's in a liquid form. So if you have this already, I wouldn't recommend getting this one just because they're the same thing. And if I'm going to be really honest, this is much better than this one in the liquid form. But yeah, $36, that's a lot, especially if I'm not going to get any pigment on my cheeks or in my face. It's just not worth it. So I'm glad I skipped off on this product. The next product is from Patrick Ta, and this is the Major Glow Cream and Powder Light Reflecting Translucent Highlighter Duo. These come in 5 shades, and these retail for $40. Let's just start off by saying $40, that's a lot for this. And I kind of had the same problem as I did with the Makeup by Mario liquid bronzer. This, when I swatched it, because I did go in store and saw this, all these products that I'm talking about, I went in store to see. So when I went to see these in person, they looked pretty, but as soon as I swatched it, I was like, oh no. The cream one especially, if he just came out with the powder version, I think I would have been more open to buying one, but it's mainly the cream part. It's so Vaseline-y, and I don't even think that's a word, but you get what I'm saying. It feels like Vaseline, it looks like Vaseline. It was bad. And then there was hardly any pigment to a couple of the shades, and then practically all the colors look the same. Probably not like the dark ones, but the lighter shades, they all practically look the same, and I didn't like that. And for $40, these have to blow my socks off. Like, it has to be the best of the best product, and it just wasn't. And I'm so glad I skipped out on this product because $40 is a lot, and there are just other highlighters out there that are better than this. I wouldn't recommend picking these up either because it's just too pricey for what it is, and I'd rather just get a freaking Vaseline, put a little bit of, shimmer in there, and then use that as a highlighter. That's how bad it was. So these are a no for me, and I'm glad I went in the store and saw them before I got it online. The next product is from YSL. Now, I'm sad about this because I love YSL. YSL is one of my favorite luxury brands. I was about to say high-end brand, but they're not even high-end. They're luxury. One of my favorite luxury brands. I am talking about the Candy Glow Tinted Butter Balms. I almost was going to get one of these. I was actually going to get more than one. And again, I'm glad I went in store to see this because this has freaking shimmer in it. I don't know if all of them do, but the one that I checked, and I can't remember which shade it was, it had shimmer in it. and it's a pH adjusting formula. I don't like that. I don't like when lip products, they change different color, because it just doesn't look good on my lips. It looks more pink on my lips than I would like. I don't really like pink anything. So that is 2 reasons why I didn't pick it up. And I don't know if I said these retail for $40. Again, that's a lot for these. Yeah, I just, if they didn't have the pH adjusting and then the shimmer, I would have probably got a couple of these, because like I said, I love YSL, and I love like the candy glaze ones, and I have one of them right here. What are they called? The new, well, they're not new, they're just reformulated. The Love Shine lipsticks. I love these, but I like the candy glaze a little bit more, but you get my point. Like, I have 2 of the Love Shines, one of the new formula, one of the old formula, and then I have 2 of the candy glazes in my collection, and I use these all the time. These ones were just a pass for me, and it's a shame because the colors are pretty, but once they adjust to that pH, it just does not look good. And yeah, so I'm glad I skipped out on that. The next product is from Say Beauty, and this is the Dew Bronze Soft Focus Effortless Liquid Bronzers. These retail for $25, which is not bad, but I will say they run very dark. The lightest shade is just too dark and too cool tone, especially for my skin. It would not work, and even the second like lightest shade, it was still too dark. They're just way too dark and pigmented, and yeah, I wanted to try these ones so bad, but I can't find a color. If they could come out with more softer colors, not so dark, then I would be willing to buy one, but they're just too dark for me, and it was definitely a pass for me. The next product I want to talk about is from Danessa Myricks, and this is the Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder Low Light Soft Glow Highlighters. These have 4 shades. These retail for $25. So I thought these were going to be true highlighters, and they're not. These are more of a blush topper, and again, this goes one light one, and then the rest are dark. So I would only be able to use the very light one to try to use it as a highlighter, and even then it's still gonna look of more of like a blush topper. So that is the reason why I didn't pick it up. But man, if she would have done these as straight up highlighters, they would have been beautiful, and I think they would have worked out a little bit more better for people. But because these are not true highlighters, it was definitely a pass for me. The next product, so this one is just because personal preference. This one is from Natasha Denona, and this is the Golden Eyeshadow Palette. This retails for $69. Now, I almost was gonna get it. It almost tricked me into getting it because I did see this in store, and I was like, ooh, maybe. And I was like, wait a minute, April, you're probably swatching the ones that you already have in your collection. Now, I do have the original gold palette in my collection, and this new one has, I think, 6 shades that are in the gold palette, the original palette, and then there would only be what, like a couple, I forgot how many. I had it in my head, like the ratios and all the things I wanted to say about it, but now I forgot. But anyway, so I already had a lot of the shades that I have in my collection already, and it would have been stupid to pay for a few shades for $69. You know what I mean? So I skipped out on it, and I don't like gold on my eyes, like gold eyeshadow. This one has 2 really, really gold eyeshadows in here that I know I would not like. And then, like I said, a lot of the shades, the rest of the shades are shades that I already have in my gold palette. And to top it off, I don't even use my gold palette as much as I should. That palette looks practically brand new, if I'm not gonna lie. You know, it looks brand new because I hardly use it. And now I will say I like this one a little bit because of the it doesn't have the teals like the original one does. I could get rid of the teal ones and trade it for different colors, but that is my only thing. But then there's people out there who like the teal because it gives you variety, and I understand that, but for me, I would have taken the teal out and then maybe just brought the whole gold palette back and just taken out the teal and then couple different new shades, you know what I mean? But yeah, this one, it was just because I already have the original one in my collection. If I didn't have the original one in my collection, I probably would have bought it just because it is pretty, but there are just 2 shades in there that I just would not use. But it is a really pretty palette. If you don't have the original one, then I would recommend probably checking this one out. The next product is from Rafi, and this is the Brightening and Blurring Serum Concealer with Plant-Derived Squalene. I think I said that wrong. This retails for $26. So I was gonna buy this online, but I was like, you know what, let me go in store, check it out first, you know, so I could get a proper shade for me. And I'm so glad I did, because this was so drying on my skin. I could not believe it. Like, it's supposed to be, I forgot what the claims were, blurring, and it's supposed to be a serum. This felt nothing like a serum. It felt so heavy, and it looked cakey, and it was just not my cup of tea. I'm so glad I passed on this. And I don't even need more concealers. I'm trying to finish up the concealers that I already have in my collection. But yeah, this one was just too heavy for me, and I'm very glad I skipped out on that one. And then the last product I want to talk about, this one is just basically for shits and giggles. This one is from Nars, and this is the Laguna Ultimate Face Palette. Now, Nars has came out with new products, including this palette. Forgot what other products they came out with this collection. But my thing is that I would bet you $1 million that this palette has repeat shades in here. I guarantee you this has repeat shades. That is one thing that I cannot stand about Nars. Whoever's running Nars, they either need to be fired or fire themselves, and they need to hire somebody who has an imaginative mind, who's creative, who knows how to do different products, because whatever they're doing over there at Nars, they're just putting out the same stuff over and over and over and over again. And it's not even cheap either. It's expensive. What did I say? $59. If I hadn't said how much this was, $59 for this palette. Like I said, you're probably getting repeat shades in here, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I wish they would come out with something totally different and just revamp themselves. I think if they were to do that, a lot more people would be into Nars, including myself. Like, I love Nars products. There's a couple things that I like. There's a foundation that I like from them. There's a concealer that I like from them. I like their blushes. But I want something different from them. You know what I mean? And for $59, I just think that's crazy, especially if you're gonna do other, if you're gonna put stuff that people already have in their collection. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just put that in there because I wanted to roast Nars for that. I truly like Nars and their brand and the products, but like I said, I need something different from you, Nars. Come on. Wow, you guys, we went through those products very fast. But anyways, those were 8 products that I am glad I skipped out on. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget, if you're not already subscribed, I would love if you would subscribe to my channel. And until the next time, I will catch you guys later. Bye.